Welcome back. Well, in just a moment, we'll share tonight's keyword in our Canadian Rockies getaway contest that could see you exploring Western Canada.
But first, Maria gets some timely travel tips from our partners at CAA Atlantic.
You still have plenty of chances to enter our Canadian Rockies getaway contest, and maybe it'll be the first trip for the winner since the pandemic began. Regardless, COVID has certainly changed travel, and even with restrictions lifted, there are things to know before you go. CAA Atlantic's Karen Stanley joins us with some timely travel tips. Karen, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Maria. Thank you for having me.
One of your key pieces of advice is to think about your trip kind of in 3 phases. Explain that to me.
Yeah. Thanks, Maria. So how I like to think of this is, essentially there's the initial planning phases. So what has changed in terms of COVID, and what do you need to be aware of now that we know this is a reality, right, moving forward? So the first thing is to have all of your information. When it comes to planning, the key really is about information. So you want to work with a trusted travel advisor who has been trained up on the latest protocols and restrictions that you might face. So they can help guide you through what you can expect to be different in a COVID environment with each type of travel experience. And the beauty of it now is you can connect with them virtually. So most advisors, just like your bank or other professionals, you don't have to come into the office to meet with them. Many can do it virtually now as well. So that's a really great opportunity. Some things to keep in mind when you're chatting with your advisor and questions that you should be prepared to ask. Understand things like refund and cancellation opportunities. If there is, if there are none, that should be a red flag. Right now, consumers really do need flexibility, and most tour operators are still operating in that type of an environment. And the third thing, of course, is ensuring your investment. So things like cancellations and interruptions to trips have never been more prevalent. And really that begs the question, or the reality that everyone really does need travel insurance, not just for medical issues that we've always known about, but for the unknowns and changes that can happen with flight schedules or, missed connections and that sort of thing, and the headaches that can cause while you're traveling.
So if you could give people, one really important piece of advice when it comes to travel and COVID, for people who are taking that first trip, what would you say to them?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Maria. And I think what I would say to them is to be aware of any restrictions and rules that are changing as you're traveling. So each jurisdiction, each country, even each province or state could be operating under different regulations. Have everything in your toolkit. Don't put your mask away, bring your hand sanitizer, have your proof of vaccination handy. All of those things that you might need, you really want to have close to you. And I think the most important thing that people can do right now is be patient. When you're traveling, there have been and there will continue to be staffing disruptions. Travel, you can think of the travel industry as a huge system. And right now the system is coming back online, right? It's coming back online quickly. And what that is causing is staffing shortages at different levels. So an issue with an airline in an airport can have a ripple effect downstream. So a little bit of patience would also be certainly a great thing to pack in your bag. But I think you're going to also, many customers have come back recently from trips, even as recently as the last few weeks, with very, very positive experiences, but there will continue to be some disruptions and delays. So just be flexible, right? We're fortunate to be able to travel again, and travel with a positive attitude is probably the best thing I can tell your viewers.
And just be happy that you're out there traveling too.
Be patient, be prepared. Not bad advice at all.
No, absolutely. Well, CTV has partnered with CAA Travel and Collect for our Canadian Rockies getaway contest.
Here's the details. One lucky winner and a guest will journey from Calgary to Vancouver on a Colette guided experience, discovering all that the Canadian Rockies have to offer. The 8-night getaway includes 13 meals and features stops in Banff, Lake Louise, Revelstoke, and Kelowna.
Each weeknight from now until April 8th, we'll give you a keyword. Once you have it, head to ctvatlantic.ca and follow the contest prompts. You can enter once per keyword. The winner will be announced April 14th.
Let's get right to it then. Tonight's keyword is waterfall. That's your keyword for tonight. Good luck, everybody.
Well, still to come tonight on CTV News at 5, Monday to Thursday.